This heart of mine, it yearns for you. I'm feeling lost, don't know what to do without your arms wrapped around me tight and your body close to keep me warm at night. Oh, I miss your lips, I miss your touch, I miss the way you're much too good for me. I miss your smile, I miss your care, I miss the way that I stand and stare at the sight of you. Yes, I do. And it's time for us to meet again, embrace once more, release the pain of being apart. Our souls should meet, not just in dreams. Now wouldn't that be sweet? Yes, I miss your touch, I miss your touch, I miss the way that you're much too good for me. I miss your smile, I miss your care, I miss the way that I stand and stare at the sight of you. Yes, I do. So pick me up and turn me around, help me get my feet back on the ground. Come on, baby, it might take a while, but lift my heart and make me smile. Whoa, I miss your lips, I miss your touch, I miss the way you're much too good for me. I miss your smile, I miss your care, I miss the way that I stand and stare. Yes, I miss your lips, I miss your touch, I miss the way you're much too good for me. I miss your smile, I miss your care, I miss the way that I stand and stare at the sight of you. Yes, I do. Ooh. Thank you, Harry. This is one of our earlier ones who actually did that one just a month or two ago, and so enjoyed doing it. This is an older, we call ourselves Rob Connolly Band. It's a long story about trying to get some people to listen to us. So this is what we do in our band. This is an early one. And I hadn't done this for a long time, suddenly realized actually it's quite a song for if you're feeling a bit down in lockdown. We have done it for a while. Anyway, this is called Hard Times. Hard times are coming now, I can feel it in the air. Hard times are coming now, and I wonder if you care. Hard times are coming when lights will dim and fade. Hard times are coming now, when many will feel betrayed. Where are you now, when I'm in pain? Where are you now, when I'm lost again? Where are you now, when my baby cries? Where are you now, when an old man dies? And hard times are coming, child, I'm glad you feel it too. Hard times are coming now, for me as well as you. always with you now, in good times and in bad. I'm always with you now, when you're happy or when you're sad. Where are you now? When I'm in pain. Where are you now? When I'm lost again. Where are you now? Oh, when my baby cries. Where are you now? When an old man dies. Oh, yeah. Where are you now? When I'm in pain. Where are you now? When I'm lost again. Where are you now? Oh, when my baby cries. Yeah. Where are you now? When an old man dies. Yeah, it's a little bit happy for midday on a Saturday. Sorry, we used to do that second in our set after a very lively first one. Usually no one had arrived, so we could sing these very melancholy songs. Anyway, here's something that's a wee bit different. And I remember, in terms of songwriting, I remember when I first read these words from Chris, emailed them. It was literally something like 11 o'clock at night. We were waiting to turn the light in bed. You know how you do. I just check my emails, and these words come in. I think, really? Really? You want to do that, Chris? Anyway, it's turned into one of our more fun rock and roll-y type songs. And so for, I'm sure you have the same in Dallas. It's all about going to a Chinese takeaway when things aren't right and you're ordering something. Yes?
Sure, yeah.
Anyway, this is called number 47, the Beef Szechuan song. And yeah, hope you enjoy this one. This is a tiny bit more lively, if still not very. This is called number 47. I'm with my girl on a Saturday night. We drink too much and we start to fight. She grabs her bag and she leaves me there. I'm too drunk to think, but I don't care. No. I'm in the queue at the takeaway. I go, I begin to pray. The room spins round and I start to sway. The waitress frowns and so I say, here we go. I think I'll have the beef Szechuan. I really should have a plan. But number 47 with my head fried rice and a glass of red sounds quite nice. Oh yeah, I'm walking home through with my carry-out, and I see some youths and they start to shout. I wonder how they all cope with life, when to me it's just so much strife. I wonder on the littered streets, it's not as though I'd ever meet another woman as good as you. But if I did, what would I do? Here's what I do. I think I'd have the beef Szechuan. I know I really should have a plan, but number 47 with my head fried rice and a glass of red sounds quite nice. Here we go. Oh yeah, I tried calling you on the telephone, I really did. It rings forever, come on, I know you're home. I go to bed and I put out the lights. It's been a truly miserable night. I speak to my God and I apologize. I know he hates it when I tell those lies, but I promise to be a better man, but I'm not sure if I really can. He goes, oh, I think I'd have beef Szechuan. No, I really should have a plan. But number 47 with my head fried rice and a glass of red sounds quite nice. Oh yeah, I think I'd have the beef Szechuan. I know I really should have a plan. But number 47 with my head fried rice and a glass of red sounds quite nice. A glass of red sounds quite nice. Oh, a glass of red sounds quite nice.
I'd like a glass of red right now.
That's what we're doing.
Good.
Cool. As I said, I tend to write with Chris, and when we've done our other virtual open mics locally, he's not only written the words, but I've discovered he really likes doing videos, and he would normally be dialing in remotely and giving a couple of different camera angles and a video thing. And we actually found that with the I think it's just a Saturday evening thing. Everybody around here is settling down to watch Prime or Netflix or something. It just kept dropping out. So you've just got me straight on here with all the songs, which I think is quite cool. This would be ones where we would normally give you halfway through, you sort of get to a nice instrumentally bit, a little sort of video of where the song's about. And we wrote this back last autumn, following all the Black Lives Matter stuff. And I know over in US, you clearly had stuff going on, as did we. And in my hometown, it was the place where they decided one day to tear the statue down and throw it in the harbour docks, and which is where I work. So it was something quite significant for us. And Chris then wrote the words for this song, sort of all about how we may or may not be feeling. And I'm sorry we can't give you the little video, because that certainly gives it a little something else. Maybe another time, or come and find us somewhere. But anyway, this song is called Ripples. Walk around town, ain't got no car, just the clothes on my back and my battered old guitar. I play on my own now, ain't got me no band, and I throw down my cap where the statue once stood, at the base of the stand. And there's ripples out on the water, and there's doubt in the air. You know, I might be a pauper, but I'm still debonair. Blustery day, but the answers I'm blowing, just loads of old paper, yesterday's discarded news. I sing a range of songs for you now, but it's mainly the blues, about love and betrayal. You know I still care when you say I'm no good. And there's ripples out on the water, and there's doubt in the air. You know, I might be a pauper, but I'm still debonair. Ooh. Another day, another song. Where did it all go wrong? Things have never been the same since you've been gone. I spend my time on the streets now, one doorway to the next, but I still remember your hand on my shoulder and your kiss on my lips. And there's ripples out on the water, and there's doubt in the air. You know, I might be a pauper, but I'm still debonair. You know, I might be a pauper, but I'm still debonair. Ooh,
That's a great song.
Thank you, Harry. Thank you.
You know, they should be playing that on the radio. I love that song, that line. I may be a pauper, but I'm still debonair. Did you come up with that, or Chris, or how did you do that?
Chris came up with it. There was one tiny bit I jiggled around, and but yeah, it's Chris's
It's
words.
a beautiful melody too. I like that. Yeah,
Cool.
Good song.
I'll send you the link to a little video. We had a friend that.
Oh yes, I'd love that.
One of our secretaries at work does a lot of video work. She's a sort of publicity person, and she actually we had a fun afternoon around the docks with me pretending to busk and her taking loads of fancy pictures.
So what's the name of that song? What did you call it?
Ripples.
Ripples. Okay.
Ripples. Yeah.
Good song.
Cool. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Going to do a little quiet one. This is more of a folky one. This was actually, again, one of the first songs that Chris and I wrote, and I was living up in the Midlands where he lives, and we moved back down here. And I've been doing a lot of music stuff, a lot of singing out, open mics and church stuff and all that sort of thing, and came down here and had nothing, and was a bit sort of down about stuff. And one day I got 2 or 3 of our songs out, and we'd written this one, and initially it had 4 verses, 3 verses telling a story and one with the big sort of reveal at the end type thing. And I thought, oh yeah, this is okay, but, and I found myself noodling around it, and decided to put verse 4 as a bridge, so you finish with a conclusion before the song's finished, which suddenly I thought, wow, I really like that, and started singing it. And actually, as a result of that, I thought, I really like these songs, and I think I'll go and sing them out there, and maybe 1 or 2 other people will like them. And this song actually is the key one that got me going, and it got our band together. I played it to my friend called Mike, and he said, I really like that chord sequence. It's anyway, you'll see it. It tells a little story. I'm sharing that because it's a songwriting thing, you know, just how I moved it around. But and it tells a little story about a couple of guys having some significant life events. It's called Are We Alone? I'll start it properly. Stephen is still waiting for the priest to make his call. He has another coffee and wanders down the hall. His father, who is dying in a state of mortal sin, prays for absolution so God will let him in. Are we alone? Or is there someone out there calling us his own? Are we alone? Or is there someone out there wants to bring us home? Young Samantha pushes hard, she's only 17. She shouts out loud for a God she's never seen. She's always been a good girl, never done no wrong, till she took her clothes off when she Should have kept them all. Are we alone? Or is there someone out there calling us his own? Are we alone? Or is there someone out there who wants to bring us home? And still the world is turning like a great revolving door. Some folk just arriving while others are no more. Most say they don't want to go, but find they cannot stay, while others after just a while wish they'd kept away. Are we alone? Or is there someone out there calling us his own? Are we alone? Or is there someone out there who wants to bring us home? So Stephen's on his own now. Father's in the morning. He has another coffee and he wonders how to mourn. Young Samantha's birth lies back, having done. She really doesn't want to know. Her life has just begun. Are we alone? Or is there someone out there calling us his own? Are we alone? Or is there someone out there who wants to bring us home?
Yeah, I like that a lot.
That's nice too. Thank you, Harry. Thank you.
Andy, you're down to 5 minutes.
Okay, I have one more to do. Should be
Okay.
good timing.
Time goes fast, doesn't it?
Oh, yes, sure does, sure does.
Yeah.
The key is to get the songs right, isn't it, really? One last song.
Yeah, I guess.
We wrote this last one, which is a tiny bit country. I'm slightly worried about claiming a country song to South US, but anyway, this sort of has country overtones. And we wrote it just over a year ago, and our lead lady singer sung it just a couple of times, and then I started singing it in lockdown. And for me, it's become a little bit of a lockdown sort of anthem, really. I've tried finishing sets with it until I've done it too much, really. But it's a song that says, guys, we're all in this together. Even though there may be stormy times and rough times, let's hang in there together because we're getting there in the end. So I hope you enjoy this. This was one of those moments where, in terms of songwriting, we were sat around and I'd actually done something. It was in 4/4, and I said, "Oh, it's okay." And they all went. I played it to the band, and they went, "Yeah, that's great, that's great." And I said, "Oh no, it needs something else." And one of the girls went out to make a cup of tea, and I started playing it around in 3/4, and she came in and just closed her eyes and knocked this thing out, and it was, and we just looked at each other, knowing that something was happening. You know how that very occasionally happens. Anyway, thank you so much for having me and giving it a go. Hope I can come back. This is called Holding It Together. There's a part of me that's never been. The tension's holding sway, sealing us together, but driving me away. I search in vain to find my place, but I can't get through without a prayer. 'Cause I'm neither here nor there, and I'm holding it it together, betwixt and between, scrambling hell for leather to see just what it means. And through the stormy weather, across the raging sea, we're traveling on together to journey's end unseen. Ooh, and there's another part that's always here. The tensions push apart. We would be lovers now, but we were strangers at the start. I'm taking all the time I have. My right is wrong, my black is white. Let's try dancing through the night. And we're holding it together, betwixt and between, scrambling hell for leather to see just what it means. And through the stormy weather, across the raging sea, we're traveling on together to journey's end unseen. Ooh. And I tiptoe through the minefield and I sleepwalk through the day. Always trying to do my best, but I don't have a say. But I'm holding it together, betwixt and between, scrambling hell for leather to see just what it means. And through the stormy weather, across the raging sea, we're traveling on together to journey's end unseen. Ooh, traveling on together to journey's end unseen. Thank you. Thank you, Harry. I think my half hour is up.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to find my applause here, and I got it. I missed it. It's wanting me to.
Thank you.
Hang on here. We're gonna give you some.
Here we go.
Gonna give you some applause. Gonna give you some applause. Wait a minute. Here it is. Here it is. Hang on.
You're going to have to reboot.
There you go. we got it. We got it.
Awesome. That's the most applause. Thank you. Thank you for your